Hello and welcome to Kitze episode 51, the episode that almost didn't make it. I'll explain after the intro. In Kitze I'm talking about my personal self-development journey and trying to make it in life, whatever that means. We're going to discuss productivity, habits, startups, etc. If that's your cup of tea, walk with me, put on your headphones, shoes, go for a walk. You're going to thank yourself 30 minutes later. If you're new here, I'm Kitze, the founder of Sizzy, browser for developers, Benji, the Life OS, and Zero to Ship, the course that will help you finally ship your SaaS. All right, so to explain, I didn't record yesterday because I didn't feel like I had a horrible day emotionally yesterday. First of all, I woke up super early because daughter started her own Stephanie cast. She was speaking way too early. I couldn't go back to sleep, and I woke up so not only groggy, but I woke up so physically tired. I think I worked out the day before. So when I don't rest enough, I wake up, like everything is just like dragging you down, and I felt horrible throughout the day. And naturally, I didn't work out. I just went for a walk with my dog and didn't feel like recording the podcast because I just simply didn't feel like it. And then I didn't even think of, it's episode 50 and then I'm going to record 51. But then yesterday at night, because I slept for, I don't know, I went to sleep around 5 p.m. and I had a nap for like 2 hours, and I woke up around 7 p.m. And when you wake up from a nap, it's like another century. When you wake up from a nap and it's like suddenly the 1930s and you went back in time, right? So you either go backward or forward in time. And that's what happened to me. And I felt even shittier. And then my father-in-law is like, hey, we're still going to the hardware store, right? And I'm like, yep, yeah, we are. I totally forgot that you have a few more days here and like looking forward to that. Like during lunch, my mother-in-law is like, why don't you finish your salad? And I'm like, can you take the salad knife and just make it easier for me? You know what I'm saying? And I just went to sleep, and suddenly, when you're in that sleep deprived state, dude, everything fucking sucks. My work sucks, like my opinion of myself. Someone at the same time DMs me on Twitter, hey man, I just want to ask you, how are you so productive? I wanted to tell them to fuck off. I literally replied to him, what do you mean? I'm not productive at all. I felt like shit, dude, about my work, about my accomplishments, about every single software product that I do, about the podcast, about the YouTube channel. I just felt like garbage until I had a nap. And then I went, for a nap. Then went to the hardware store with my father-in-law. We took the dog. We, caught some fresh air and everything, and kind of felt better. But still at night. So here's what happens yesterday night. Because I woke up super groggy because of my daughter babbling in her sleep, and I know she's about to do it again. And I know that when I enter the bedroom, I'm gonna wake her up because I go in the bedroom like 15 minutes after my wife. I'm like, you go. I'll just be there in 15 minutes. Meanwhile, let me just use her old MacBook Pro i9 2019. To guess your password and take my Twitter password from one password and log in and scroll Twitter because that's the only device I could find at home, like a fucking junkie, dude. That's what I was doing. And then I go we'll go back to that tangent. And then I go in the bedroom. Of course, I dress myself outside of the bedroom. So the only thing I need to do, the lights are off and everything. The door is already open. I just need to walk in, right? There's no creaky floorboards or anything like that. I just need to walk in and go to bed. My wife is already sleeping. The room is dark. And I just enter and I just walk. There's no like sounds or anything. And my daughter just immediately goes, fuck, here we go. I'm like, she's gonna wake up, so I better not go in the bed because the bed is creaky, like the bed will make a sound. I'm like, I'm gonna hover above the bed. Like my wife would freak the fuck out if she just turns around and sees me just hovering like a fucking demon around the bed. I was literally next to the bed, just waiting for my daughter to wake up like this, just waiting. And my wife just wakes up and turns around. She sees her on the camera that she's waking up, and she turns towards me immediately. She knows whose fault it is, right? And she's like, well, I told you to dress outside. I'm like, I swear to God, I didn't do it. Like, I just walked in. So I took my pillow, I took my blanket, and I'm like, I'm going to sleep in the other room for tonight because I need my rest. So I go in the other room, the nursing room. She's using it for nursing, which has a TV, which has Netflix, which has random garbage. And I'm like, okay, you're tired. It's like 12 o'clock. Because I had a nap and I'm like, I'm not going to go to sleep at 10. I'm like, I'm going to play some dumbass documentary or whatever just to fall asleep. But then, even then, dude, I'm thinking, why waste time on a dumbass documentary when I can finish something that I would like to watch? Like F is for Family. Bill Burr, the stand-up comedian, has made the show. And, I watched 20 minutes of F is for Family, and today on stream, which you should follow, kitze.whatever, twitch.tv/thekitze. I started streaming coding every day. So today on stream, every second word was, oh, Jesus, which is from Bill Burr. So anyway, I watched F is for Family, and I'm like, this is kind of interesting. Why don't I get snacks? So I go downstairs to our new bakery, which my parents-in-law are keeping, keeping it packed with whatever pastries you can find in a bakery. We have them at home now, and I hate it because we never keep even regular bread, like nothing. We don't have the shit at home. So even if I get snacky at like midnight, I'll never be like, oh, let me go get the garlic bread from downstairs. So I just take some pastries, go upstairs, watch F is for Family. It's 1:30 o'clock. 1:30 o'clock. So Russian. And I'm like, okay, I need to go to bed, and my stomach fucking hurts, and the bed is not the most comfortable bed in the other room. It's like an IKEA thingy that's in half, and then you just slide it and whatever, and I'm like, it begins. It fucking begins. And I just went to sleep, and I woke up kind of more rested because when I sleep in the bedroom, I try to sleep with the sleep pod headphones, whatever the fuck. And I cannot sleep with them anymore because they kind of twist in the ear and then they poke. So then when I wake up, I have like this crazy pain in my ear. So they were nice for a while. I don't know what happened, and now they're just painful. So I gotta sleep without headphones, without anything. And my daughter just makes sounds throughout the night. So I'm not gonna wake up rested. So today I woke up, even though I slept from like 1:30 to like 7 o'clock, I woke up more rested because no one was interrupting me. And life is kind of beautiful again. I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. I'm doing like yesterday night. That's what I wanted to say. I went on too many tangents. I wanted to cancel the podcast. I'm like, it just like a thought occurred to me. I'm like, episode 50. I did 50 episodes. Holy shit. I'm like, should I call this like season 1 and then like pause for a really long time and then just be like season 2 of the pod? Because yesterday, like I was in such a mood that I was like, what the fuck have I done in 50 episodes? Like, what have I changed about my fitness, about my business, about my life? Like, I'm still struggling with the assistant and with the food and with the junk food eating and with fitness, but it's not that, it's not that bad. Like today I was working out in the gym and I'm like, your boy kind of swole. I'm kind of lifting heavier weights and like I'm making progress in every single field, but I'm such a pessimist and I'm such a negative Nelly and I'm such I don't know how to call it. That yesterday I was like, oh, everything sucks. Like Ross from Friends, just going around moping. That's how I felt yesterday. Today I wake up, I'm like, fuck everything, bro. I'm recording the podcast because if I take a break and then I do another season or whatever the fuck I call it, like, meanwhile, you're going to miss on so many things, and I like talking about these things. So today, while I was walking my dog in the morning, I was also listening to old episodes and I'm like, I changed a bunch of things since this old episode. So it's not like I haven't made progress. So as I said, I want to keep documenting my life, even though I see it as a waste of time. I'm like, in these 30 minutes, I could have done something else and blah, blah, blah. I still think it's good having this podcast. Exhibit number 1, someone DMs me, a random person on Twitter with random avatar on Twitter. She's like, hey man, I listened to your podcast. You have issues with your accountant. Here are some companies in Poland that you can use that can automate your taxes. They integrate with your bank account. They're way cheaper than an accountant. They have an API and all the nerdy, geeky things that you like. And I'm like, this is why I like doing the podcast. Like, I should stop caring about whether I feel like this, feel like that. Like, I want to rant and vent at the end of the day. And then you donors just help me with like, hey, you might do this. Hey, you might need that. Hey, you can figure this. Like, it's nice to have, people just listening to your rants and then helping you in a way. So this with the accountant help was like, no, I'm continuing. There's no season 1. There's no season 2. I said I'm going to do this for 100 episodes. Now, I'm scared what's going to happen in episode 100, but it's far away. Let's just talk about it when episode 100 comes, and it is what it is. So let's just look at just a little bit things that I think that doing this, like if I stop doing this, guys, I'll start eating like really, really bad. So let me just share the screen here and you guys will keep me accountable. Today I've been eating fine, only the salad with 3 eggs and vegetables and grapes. I haven't had anything else. Yesterday, our love was such an easy spinach cake. My mother-in-law's like, hey, do you want me to make spinach cakes? And when I'm strong in the morning, I'm like, no, I'm just going to eat the salad. Can you just make the salad for me? And she just makes the salad for me, but she also makes spinach cakes. And your boy later when you lose that, I'm going to crush him, whatever. I'm like, I might as well have a couple of them. And anyway, like as you can see, a lot of food yesterday. Like these spinach cakes are not that bad. They're just like pastries with gluten-free flour, whatever, and spinach, and it's not that bad, but it's still not aligned to my goals. An hour and a half. You don't measure garlic bread in hours because I ate it in like 10 minutes. So 1.5 garlic bread with Greek yogurt and cheese. That was my snack at like midnight. And while I was walking the dog, like sometimes I have these moments when I feel so low and terrible about myself. I just go to a supermarket, and thanks God, dude, I'm not eating sweets, because if I was eating, I haven't had a sweet since late August, I think, or early September or something like that. And if I was eating sweets, because when you go to a supermarket, it's like 90% sweets. Like what else I'm going to have? Like fucking sometimes, like 2 times maybe ever, I got like Pringles, but it's like, it makes your mouth sour. And it's like, you cannot snack on anything salty. So I just got a Starbucks latte. They have these like sugar-free, whatever bullshit, just to have something. But it was still bad. And I don't like that habit of going and snacking. The day before that, everything was fine, kinda. In the morning, I had these spinach cakes with cheese and Greek yogurt. That was bad. Nachos and Caesar salad, sweetie, that's not aligned to your goals. So let's just say this is unhealthy. It's not bad, but it's not healthy. We went to Hard Rock for the first time with my daughter, and we shared nachos and Caesar salad with my wife, but not aligned with my goals. And Tuesday, oh, my mother-in-law is like, I'm not going to eat them for breakfast. So you can have them if you want. So I ate like from her bakery, croissants with cheese and Greek yogurt, and then mashed potatoes and fried chicken liver are kind of fine, but I ate such a huge portion. I finished everyone's, like another bad habit of mine. Everyone's like, oh, I cannot finish this, I'm full. And I'm already full. I haven't finished mine. I finished mine, and I finished 3 more plates for my wife, for my father-in-law, for my mother-in-law, and then I go and make that homemade ice cream with banana mango milk. So yeah, like 3 days of a detour. I think if I keep showing you guys here, I know it might be annoying, so when I start showing the food and whatever, just skip forward if you don't want to listen about that. But I might go on a tangent and I might talk about how to pay less taxes in the country where you reside in the middle of food sharing. So oopsie daisy, maybe don't skip. I don't fucking know. I haven't been doing fasting properly, so no fasting. Hydration, I haven't been tracking it. Weight, I haven't been tracking it or measuring it. I don't want, well, last time I measured my weight was 90, that wasn't 27. That was like 2 days ago, 94.7. So we just went a little bit, just a little bit. Let's just look at it, like we went a little bit down and then oopsie daisy, slightly we're going up, and hopefully I'm not going to reach the peak here, the peak of 8th of January. So hopefully I'm going to, just continue going down. We'll see. Workout, I just finished a workout. So workouts are not going bad. So let's just go here. Let's just see. Monday and Tuesday I worked out, and yesterday and on Wednesday I skipped. On Wednesday we did a lot of walking. So today I did chest and biceps, like the best muscle combination to work out ever. My shoulders hurt less. Maybe it's because of the stretching, maybe because of whatever the fuck, I have no idea, but that's great. Let's look at the, I haven't been looking at the graph of Benji, and I realized like these habits. I realized that I need to make this checkable because, for example, no sweets. I have not been eating sweets anywhere in here. Or anywhere in December, November, October, like all of this should be checked. I was just probably skipping using Benji on some days, and I haven't had it checked because I'm a donut, so I need to do that. Anyway, the weekly view is also kind of useless for me because it just combines all the habits, and I don't like that, and it's like too many dots and too much information for me. So I just prefer looking at the daily view. A few days ago I had a golden section. I think that was Tuesday. Fuck yeah, dude. Golden section. Almost had a golden section at night, but we're getting there. I'm more and more consistent, as you can see on Wednesday. Like even though it was my day off, I did the cold shower, so I'm not relying on a sauna anymore. I only didn't do stretch, so the stretch was the only thing missing in the golden thing. And reading is just not happening, bro. Like reading is, I cannot read in the sauna right now because I'm using the sauna, like the regular sauna, which is like 100 degrees. I've tried reading. Oh, you would think for a second your boy didn't try to escape his thoughts. I was doing that back when I was visiting a sauna in a gym. Like pages were peeling off, bro, from the fucking book. And I was still like, no, don't listen to your thoughts. Read the book. Throw the thingy where the stones are. I was just throwing my book pages there just to heat up the room. That's not how saunas work. But reading is going bad. Night routine, we don't talk about the night routine. Leg exercises, whatever. My leg doesn't hurt. It hurt for a few days. Now it's back. It kind of doesn't hurt. So I don't need to do these. And other than that, yesterday, as I said, it's been a horrible day, but I still tried to do as many things as I can. Like this athletic greens and collagen, I just don't, like, it really depends on my morning state. I might be doing green tea and getting a bottle of water in the kitchen, or I might be going straight downstairs just with a cup of water and not doing these things. And it's getting annoying, honestly. I'm just getting annoyed by myself at this point. I'll try to have this before lunch. I just did moisturizing, gratitude journal. I was supposed to do it before the stream. I didn't, fuck it. I'm grateful for the birds and the bees. 10,000 steps and read 15 minutes are the ones that are pending. So that's the Benji review. Let's see what else I have to talk about. Meeting with analytics person. So if you remember, I hired this person, Christina. She's the second person that I'm paying without seeing what the fuck they are doing. So Shivam shipped the new Sizzy Help Center. So if you go to docs.sizzy.co, that's the new help center, which I haven't even opened one single document to see what it looks like. Speaking of this, because it's not in my list. Speaking of me dropping balls, today I see a customer saying, "Hey, I started a trial for 5 seats." 5 seats, 5 times 15 means money, right? Meaning like money per month. And they're like, "But I cannot invite my team members." And I'm like, "Oh, they don't know. They started a trial for one person." I'm like, let me see what's happening there. And I go to Sizzy Purcell. Purcell is a Russian word for donut. So I go to Sizzy Purcell. I go to the CZ portal, and I go drag the slider to 5 users, and it shows me a price of whatever the fucking price is, calculated with discounts and whatever. I click purchase, and then it shows me the price of $15. So which is like for one user. So it means in the last period of I don't know how many days, many days, people have been trying to give me more money, and I'm like, no, stop it. I already have enough. Now, that deserves, like, I need to get some sprinkles on this table, dude. And when I say something like this, just to cover my, just like I moisturize right now, I should moisturize with glazing and then just full, like a bowl of sprinkles, and just dunk my head, because I'm a donut of the year. Fucking idiot that I am. So I added a task, and I'm going to fix that tomorrow. I'm going to see what's wrong with the CZ portal. And it's like, like too many projects. Let's not go on that rant. Too many projects, too many micro projects within those projects. Like CZ portal, it's a huge project in the CZverse. Like we have CZ the app, and then the landing page, and then the portal, and then other services and whatever. And it's like, oh, dude, I need to fix that tomorrow. Oh, dude, I need to let people give me more money. Idiot. So anyway, I had this meeting with the analytics person who, basically, let's just untangle the tangents. Christina, the person that I hired to help me with copywriting for the CZ landing page, we had a call, and we realized that making the copy for CZ is way harder than making a copy for the landing page for the course. So I told her, you can start working on the course, and if I like you, because it's simpler and it's a simpler landing page, and if I like your work, then we're going to continue and we're going to work on CZ. So she started working on the course. She's been begging me over email, like, hey, give me feedback. Hey, what's going on? Feedback. Are you going to pay me? So I didn't even look at her feedback, but I felt guilty because I said I'm going to pay her for this work. And I paid her the invoice without even seeing what she has done. Now, right? We put a little bit of glazing and we go inside the fucking sprinkles, because I'm a donut. So Shivam, I paid him for 2 months of work. I haven't seen the CZ docs. And Christina, I paid her for half of the work on Zero to Shipped. I have to review it before she continues the other half. When will I review it? I don't fucking know. Whenever I feel like it, I guess. So she recommended, hey, I have this friend who wants to work with data analytics. He needs a project with like complex data and a lot of data, basically, not complex data. And is there any opportunity? He would be happy to just work for free, so he gets some experience with like he is very experienced, and he has worked with startups and whatever. He just cannot find a hobby project to play with a bunch of things right now. And I'm like, sure, whatever. And the moment you say sure, and then they schedule a meeting, and you're like, oh, fucking murder me, stab me, kill me, that I have to take this meeting. But it was a great fucking meeting. You rarely in this life have a great meeting, dude. I ended that meeting with that guy. I'm like, there's something here, because I feel these, blocks of, we have the AppSumo launch, which is soon. They send me a huge Google Docs. Don't send a Google Doc, right? Because it's not 1998 and you're not my grandma. Just send me a Notion, a Trello, or whatever. Don't send me a Google. They send me a Google Doc with tasks that I need to do. And I'm like, I will finish these tasks once I'm back from the hospital, because I have a lot of chest pain. Hey guys, they send me 3 fucking questionnaires in some Sumo form, whatever. They don't use Typeform. They use their own Typeform, whatever. Yeah, Typeform. They use their own phone thingy. And I'm like, okay, now that I answered this questionnaire, where's my American visa, right? Because it has 90 billion questions. And then they continue with the questions over Slack. And I'm like, hey guys, wouldn't it be better if you use a shared task list? Because me having to do something is a task. It's not a fucking Slack message, right? And they're like, yeah, we're going to send you a task list later, but for now be active on Slack and keep answering messages. Pain. Because my wife was working at Amazon, and I shit you not, they did not in the development part, in another part, they didn't have a daily task list. And I'm like, how do you know what to do in the day? And she's like, emails. Everything works over emails. And I'm like, cool. See you later, after I come back from the hospital from so much fucking chest pain, dude. People manage things via Google Docs and email. Have a shared task list. And hey, AppSumo, if you're watching this, dude, I hate when people watch this podcast. It drives me nuts. Like a couple of episodes ago when I was talking about the trainer, that it doesn't work for me. And I'm like, what are the odds that he's going to watch this? He writes me on WhatsApp, saw the pod, thank you for the feedback. Like, you're a random trainer in a random fucking company. Why do you watch my podcast? So now, next thing you know, the guy from AppSumo is going to be like, hey, cancel. Some of you fuckers going to send it to them. Whatever, I don't care. He's going to be like, hey, watch the podcast. You're talking shit. I'm not talking shit about AppSumo. I actually communicated this with them, saying, hey, the process is messy. Hey, did the process recently move to a fucking USA Football League? Because it's messy. Donuts. And when they tell me, keep being on Slack, like, keep being online and we might throw a task your way. Ready or not, here comes, oh shit, they reported bugs. So today they sent me a giant Google Docs or like a billion Sizzy bugs that I need to fix. Not a billion, but I couldn't like scroll, like it's a mix of reported bugs and other random shit and some information about the tester. Like, hey, in 2009, I was working with CSS and I need to parse that document visually tomorrow, divide it into tasks, fix them. So what I'm saying is, they're kind of the AppSumo launch is forcing me to polish Sizzy and to issue a new update. I already started working on an update of new features, but I'll have to combine these new features along with the bug fixes, along with an Electron upgrade, which is happening in the middle of me launching Join Repo, me launching Comeback later, me working on the Benji mobile app. It's like so many fucking things going on, but Sizzy is still important. Sizzy is still my livelihood, like number one, and then is the course, and there's like a bunch of spots, and then there's Benji on the bottom, and there's a way more spots, and way underground, dude, and under a volcano of lava and everything. Like there's Comeback later and Join Repo and the other random side shit that I launched. So they're gonna force me to do this update, and I'm going to shut up, Benji. I swear to God, I named my app after you, you dog. My parents are here, I guess. We're gonna have lunch in like 8 minutes. So let me try to untangle these tangents. AppSumo is forcing me to work on this update to clean up the Sizzy forum because they were like, hey, the forum is not a good view because it seems like this app is dead. And like I haven't been answered. Like we made a feature of Glink, which is like we deleted the community Slack for Sizzy, we deleted the Discord. I'm not sure if there ever was a Discord. And we told people, if you need to discuss Sizzy, hop over on Glink. We have a forum now. And then I just did the, GIF, the guy just disappearing. I did that shit and never replied to anyone on forum. And AppSumo people are like, is this dead? So they're kind of forcing me to clean up the forum, to issue a new update, to update Sizzy to the latest version, yada, yada, yada. And I think once we are done, let's connect this with the analytics person. Once we are done with the AppSumo, because I cannot change prices now. I think I signed some contracts and shit. So let's just wait for the boats of money to arrive from AppSumo, right? And then we're going to do pricing changes. And hopefully more boats are going to arrive with money because I'm thinking of changing the Sizzy pricing. And I talked with the analytics person about this. To change it to a one-time payment and you get 1 year of updates. So I think that's the most fair approach for Sizzy right now. Subscription made sense when we were like actively cranking out updates every week, but now that updates will be more rare, I think just owning the software and you own it forever, it's totally fine. And then you get updates for 1 year. So I would have to write the backend logic and a bunch of shit there, but it's doable. And I'm planning to do like a combo of a new landing page, new tagline, new pricing, working with this analytics person to implement. He's going to implement post-hog analytics on the landing page and in the product to finally understand the users, like where are we churning, where are we losing users, why are they not using it? Because you don't reply to them on a forum. You don't need a fucking analytics person to tell you why are you a donut. Like this analytics person, all they're gonna do is just sprinkle some fucking sprinkles on me because I really am stupid. But yeah, like we're gonna uncover the questions of why are some customers leaving Sizzy and yada yada yada. And long story short, I'm excited about the huge change that Sizzy is gonna go through. And finally, I'm gonna give people who want a square icon on the macOS dock, I'm gonna give you fucking that soon. All right, I have 5 minutes. Let's just go rapid fire. Well, this is not for rapid fire, but whatever. Working on home automation drove me crazy. Yesterday, I woke up super early, as I said, and I couldn't access my computer. And I like this locking of computers because it's forcing me. Like today, I didn't feel like working out, but as soon as the computer locked, I'm like, I might as well, So this works. Except yesterday night, we had to do some home interior stuff with my wife on her laptop, and then she went to sleep, and I'm like, I know the password. I have Twitter password in my 1Password. So I found myself back on Twitter at night. This is the first time that I broke the thing since I put my laptop and the iPad on the in the attic. But I honestly miss Twitter. I feel horrible. I feel left behind. I feel like everyone is ahead of me. I feel like everyone is shipping and doing and tweeting and building in public and I'm doing jack shit. Well, that's mostly because I said I'm going to record a daily demo every day, but I haven't recorded shit in the last few days. So I'll finish, the stream in the morning. I'll go have breakfast. I'll upload the podcast and then I need to record a demo, but something is unfinished and I'll start coding and I'm like, no. You said you're not going to code. And I'm like, well, it's unfinished, so I might as well not record a demo. So I'm complaining that people cannot be in my computer seeing my amazing demos and new features in Sizzy. And I'm complaining, I can tweet them even without being on Twitter all day. But I feel like when I'm not on Twitter all day, like I lose the will to constantly tweet. When I check Twitter like 50 times per day, I just get so many ideas and memes and engagement and whatever. So I don't know how I'm going to integrate it more in my life, but definitely I don't like this of, like I've been touching grass and I've been spending so much time with family and like doing all sorts of activities and it's all good. But I also miss this, at least in the work part of my day. I miss being on Twitter more. I organized my subscriptions, which is like, holy fucking shit, I need to do another podcast on finances because like just a rough estimate on how much I spent in the last few years, it's over 40 fucking thousand euros on subscriptions in the last few years. There's some buggy calculations, like the calculation actually said around 60,000 and on subscriptions and shit, but it calculated Amazon, which is not just Amazon Prime, but it's also Amazon money that I spend on Amazon, which is also a lot. And for Apple iCloud, it calculated Apple purchases, which is also a lot. You're welcome, Tim Cook, you fucking donut. And then just removing those, I'm pretty sure it's around, I'm going to post a screenshot of all the subscriptions and how much I spent on them. Granted, half of them are for work, like we're spending shit ton of money, like probably 1.5K on subscription. No, probably around 1K for Sizzy subscriptions throughout the month. But it's too fucking much, dude. And I see what can I cancel. There's not much that I can cancel, except I'm going to cancel my accountant. So I started a project today for changing the accountant. Thank you to that person who's listening to the podcast who told me about the service. In Poland, I'm going to try to use that service instead of having a human accountant. It's going to be all automated and blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking forward to that. But there's not many things that I can save in my subscriptions. And always when I go down in finance, instead of producing money, when I go and I'm like, oh, we saved, actually we ate 3 times here and whatever. We never had a budget and we never had a limit. I'm like, if I just channel this energy into making, like none of this shit would matter, honestly. But now it kind of matters. So I always find myself in this mid state of like, spend whatever. And then I'm like, no, we got to cancel so many subscriptions. And then money will ramp up again. And I'm like, whatever, it doesn't matter. So anyway, I don't know what will happen with the finances in the end. It's good that a couple of times this week, I was in the coda for the finances and I was doing something. We're going to see. So I said about the Sizzy Price, the new updates in Sizzy, not recording demos, using my wife's laptop. Today, speaking of saving money, I was using Bolt AI for ChatGPT, and I'm having a conversation, it's generating functions, and at the end it says, 1 minute left, it says $1.50 almost for one conversation. And I'm like, I would rather pay Raycast GPT-4 Pro, which is like $8 per month, and then have unlimited conversations, than to be nervous that if I keep continuing this conversation, I'm going to pay $1 to $2 per conversation. So find Raycast, you'll get my fucking money. They won in the end. So that's it, guys. I had a bunch of shows and shit that I wanted to share with you, but I'm afraid this might turn off. So thank you for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one. Yeah, donuts.